DJ Son of Freedom.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Bolt for Bolt episode 6, and probably gonna have this segment broke down into 3 episodes for the engine tear down and build. I sent the cam out to get polished and the timing chain gear to get chamfered, so probably won't have those back till Wednesday or Thursday, but for the most part we'll get what we can get done to the block until those come back. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the throttle body off, because this is going to get reused, and then we'll take the fuel rail off, and then we're going to take the plenum off. I'm going to set this, the intake, and some of the NA parts, and keep those in just in case, you know, one day if I do go turbo, but we'll have them if we need them. But yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and we're gonna go ahead and get this top part off. Probably take the alternator off too, and then we'll come back on and talk a little bit on what's next after that. Alright, so as you can see, we got the plenum off, we got the fuel rail off, and we got the throttle body separated. So what I have here are the bolts I'm going to need for the throttle body, and get on this out of there, man. So everything in this cup, this is all the stuff I'm going to be using again, and this is just bolts that I won't be using again. Now, I know that some people are like, man, you should be labeling your bolts. Look, I done did this so many times, I can look at a bolt and tell you where exactly it goes. So, trust me, I know what I'm doing. But those is new, make sure you bag and tag the bolts so you know where they go. A lot of this stuff, like how I work, you can't follow me too much because I've been doing this too long. So, like, even like when it comes to like torque and stuff, like I just know like a certain amount of turn when I know it's torque because I did it too many damn times. So I don't know, that's besides the point. Okay, so next, so let's go ahead and we're gonna take the lower intake manifold off. Where you see these little like puddles, that's where the hidden bolts are. There's going to be a bolt in here, and there's going to be a bolt in there. This is from a lot of blow by right here. That's why it's a catch can is usually needed, especially when you go turbo. You want to have a catch can on that, because other than that you'll get this full of fucking oil. So yeah, these bolts right here on the lower intake manifold, we're definitely using those again. So we're going to take those and put it in the left cup, and then I don't think we're going to be using this guy anymore. No more EGR. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the lower intake manifold off. We're going to take that off. Definitely got to take the alternator off in the alternator bracket, and get the EGR off, and yeah, then yeah, well, let's get back to work, folks. Actually, before I go on, I want to also mention too. Okay, so I'm doing a top swap on this car. So this is not going to be NA anymore. So with that being said, now the reason why this lower intake manifold is no use to us anymore. It's because the supercharger lower intake manifold doesn't have these. These are the injector bosses. On the NA car, the injector bosses is in the lower intake manifold. Where on the supercharger car, the injector bosses are in the heads. So that's why these valve covers and heads, the lower intake manifold is no longer any use for us anymore. So yeah, I just thought I wanted to share that. You'll see once I start putting this together, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, where we're going, we don't need these where we're going. So let me get back to work. All right. All right. So as you can see, man, this motor's clean. As you can see, because we drained the block, that was, I mean, that's the worst I got as far as coolant. And none of it got in the block, which is what I like. So, yeah, so next up, I know just because of that, it's going to be a little bit of, it's going to be a little bit of coolant still when I take the heads off. So I'll just be aware of that. But, yeah, this motor was a Dex Cool. And you can see the, maybe you can see it, hopefully you can see it, but the buildup inside the coolant runners, yeah, it's pretty nasty. But yeah, so next we're going to take off the EGR, get that out of there, then we'll take the manifolds off, and then once we get that off, we'll get these brackets off, and then pull these sparklet wires out, and yeah, get the heads off. So let me clean up my, oh shit, I gotta clean some stuff up. I'm gonna shut the camera off for now. When I start time lapse, I'll be getting back to disassembling. But I gotta clean some shit up right now. Alright. Alright, so we got the first head off. Everything's looking good. These piston tops is crusty as hell, but we gonna do that. Now see, when I clean piston tops, I don't like spraying any solvents in here because that shit can get in between the piston rings, and I'm not having that. So what I do is I'll spin the block and have these pistons top dead center, and I'll take a razor blade and a vacuum cleaner, and I'll scrape the excess carbon. This is all 87 crusty shit right here, man. This is what 87 octane will do you. But yeah, I'll scrape this up with a razor blade and vacuum it out just to keep it out of the rings. What people don't realize when they, take a wire wheel to the piston tops and all that, these pistons actually got a coating on them. And when you do that, you taking a coating off of it, and then you want to put boost at it, it's more prone to KR. So, the way I do it, it's not 100%, going to be spotless clean, but for the most part, the hot spot areas will be gone, and I'll still have my coating. And you know, you got a proper tune and stuff like that, it'll burn the rest of it off. So yeah, so I'm not gonna get to cleaning this today. So I'm just going to we're gonna take that last head off over there, and then we're gonna call it a wrap for this video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this other head off, and then we'll check in after that. All right, there we have it. So I'm where I need to be for the day. We got the heads off. So now what we're at now is we got to clean off the head surface and then clean off the piston tops. We'll do that in the next episode. We'll get that done, and then we'll install the new heads. So that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, let's get this page going. Hope you enjoyed the content, and tune in to the next episode of Boat for Boat later.